with Tennessee, right? They bring in Brian Callahan, which I love Brian Callahan. He was great with Joe Burrow in Cincinnati as the offensive coordinator. I like that they brought him in because now that he's going to be able to work with Will Levis. I think that they're kind of buying into Will Levis, especially with that, out of nowhere signing from, Calvin Ridley. No one saw that they were going to be his landing spot. But now they have D-Hop, they have Calvin Ridley. But here's the thing. Their defense, not that great. If you want to, name me a starter on that defense. Anybody. I don't care.
Okay, I know one.
Okay, Carlos.
Kenneth Murray. He was with the Chargers. That's all I know.
So there we go. So the defense for this team,
I can't think of anything.
Is very.
No one's staying. Did was it a Bayard stay?
It's very it's Cardinals.
Yeah. No.
Oh yeah, they're gone. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, they lost Derrick Henry too. So
Titans, gone. I think that Will Levis should produce right this year, especially with Brian Callahan. I think that they did the right thing, but they did do the wrong thing without doing anything in free agency or really the draft to go ahead and to take a guy to help that defense. I think that defense is very weak, and when you're in the AFC, you don't want a weak defense. That's a recipe for disaster for you, especially with all the high-powered offenses that you're going to have to face. So I do have the Tennessee Titans coming in last place this year, and I felt like I was pretty brutal with them, but I have them at 4-13 this year. I have them at 4-13, and it's gonna be a rough year for them. Maybe 6 wins. Maybe 6 wins. I don't know if they get more than that though.
Johnny Cash had a good song called "Walk the Line," and the Titans are in Nashville and they're about to walk the line to the garbage can. The Titans to me are 5-12. Like, I can't see them better than that. Will Levis to me seems to be like a Tim Tebow 2.0 without all the hype.
I was going to say a Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield that's way more jacked, but like whatever, and adds like 6 more inches. But let's be real. Like, you have an okay offense. Let's just be real. Okay. You're like a C offense. And you have an F. Just a big F defense.
Bye.
Gone. Like, in the NFL, like, you have to be able to stop a team. Like, period. If your team's defense is on the field on defense for like 3/4 of the game, you're already losing, right? And that's what we saw last year, and so we're going to see again this year. They didn't stop the bleeding on defense. 5-12. That's just, it is what it is for the Titans this year.
Just rip the Band-Aid off. Theo, just rip the Band-Aid off.
Yeah, I mean,
did you copy my notes?
I'm sorry, I didn't. But
what?
Dave's been hacked.
So if you don't have them at 4-13, do you? Where do you have the Tennessee Titans at right now?
3-14.
Okay.
You know, we laugh, but we could all. You guys could be right.
I'm just. It's another situation. It's another situation of just like, man. I mean, and honestly, the NFL did not help them with the schedule. I mean, come on, they got some of the teams that they. I mean, I feel like this is a travesty. Just looking at what the teams that they got to go through as a rebuilding franchise with a bunch of with get off my lawn football players. They literally grabbed everyone's old wide receiver from years in the past, and they are hobbling together this team. DeAndre Hopkins, Calvin Ridley, like all these guys coming. What's the guy that just got from Bengals? Tyler Boyd. Like, there's a lot of wisdom there, which is great, I guess. But I just don't see where. I was not a big Will Levis fan as a prospect coming out of college. I definitely felt like there were just some, a little bit too much off schedule kind of moments, and his decision making is definitely questionable. The interception rate could be super high. Like, the strongest thing is the big arm, right? Like, we saw that in action in his debut last year with the 3 touchdown, I think, in his debut performance. When, like, I think we're gonna get some exciting games. Don't get me wrong. I don't necessarily think they're gonna just get blown out, in all these games. I think, there's gonna be garbage time. There's gonna be, the times that big arm kind of comes into play. And I'm most likely wrong about 3-14, right? But, like, I'm just looking at the schedule. I find it very difficult to find where they make these wins happen, given the team that they've put together. I'm not, like I said, not a big fan of Will Levis. And then what you guys said, defense. There's there's no defense there. Defense is a wet piece of paper. So I don't really know what we're supposed to. I don't know what to project for this team. So I'm sorry, Titans. Sorry, guys. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be a rough one.
He's speechless right now.
Yeah.
I'm with you guys. I think we're all probably going to be great. I think this is the last place team in the division, and I think it's solely based. Well, the defense isn't going to help them any. They did get Vondre Sweat in the draft, which from Texas I thought was a good pickup for them. I kind of hoping that guy would be a Dolphin. And they got a couple decent pickups in the offseason. I'm not a big Kenneth Murray. I know that's the one guy that I could name. And then, but I'm not I don't think he's like the game-changing guy. And they get I believe they got Roquan Davis too from the Dolphins, who's a big guy up the middle. So up the middle, they could be stout, just help against the run. But you can't win without a quarterback. So, and I don't think Will Levis is that guy. No. I think he just played off emotion. I don't like their running backs. I don't think Pollard getting him from. I mean, he got exposed with Dallas. Like, hey, you're the guy, and he didn't do anything. I don't even know if I'm sold on Calvin Ridley. I mean, it's hard not to. D-Hop's D-Hop, but I just don't see this as a really good football team. I think that raw emotion goes away if you start losing games, and just kind of. Yeah, I'm kind of with you guys. I'm gonna have to roll about that 5-12. Maybe if they do really well, they're 6-11. But I'm with you guys.
Yeah, like I said, man, 6 games maybe. I mean, it's tough, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, some people have to be on the bottom.
Grace of God.
If you're a Titans fan and you're listening to this, just know this: when you're on the bottom, you're holding everyone up. Okay, so think of it that way. So just try and stay positive.
Find the positive.
Just find the positive. Man.
I have liked the Titans over the years.
Okay, you just can't.
Yeah.
Right.
It could be worse. It could be worse. All right, it could be worse.
Yeah, it could be worse.
Hey, man, everyone's got to be there. Someone's got to be.
They could be the New England Patriots, right?
And they could be the New England Patriots. The New England Patriots have the weight of the entire NFL on their shoulder. That's how much they're holding up, okay? Because they're on the very bottom.
I was going to say Will Levis is like the watered-down version of Josh Allen.
He's like the Walmart version.
I mean,
like they order Josh Allen off a Wish.
He's the clearance section, Josh Allen.
I mean, again, if they prove us wrong, kudos to the Titans organization.
Yeah.
Once again, I wouldn't be mad.